Jamie, back here at the Aquatic and Fitness Center, just talk about your first home meet of the year and how it went.
Well, yeah, I mean, the build up to this has been exciting because, as you know, the last couple of years the building's been under construction, so we haven't really been able to be in here this early and do the things we want to do. So they've been looking really good the last couple of weeks, so we had a lot of confidence coming in, and they performed even better than I thought that they would.
Solid performances on both sides. The men's team won 8 of its first 9 races here today. The women's team won 7 of their first 9. Just talk about some of the individual efforts here this afternoon.
Yeah, so 2 years ago when we swam them, they on the men's side they came out and they got us right, and so we talked about that going into the meet about setting the tone early, and then we know especially with that relay. That the guys we have swimming that first relay right now, we know that's going to always be exciting. And sure enough, they got us out there in the lead, and we built some momentum off of that. And then the distance boys came through. And then, when for the women, when it was a close meet through the first half, and that 50 freestyle going into the break where we went 1, 2, 3, that really gave us some momentum going into the break. And then they came out, did it again in the 100 free. And, the meet kind of went from there. So,
how do you build on this moving into the Richmond Duels where you'll face Atlantic 10 competition for the first time this season?
Yeah, so, we'll have 2 weeks we'll have 1 week of full training, of a full schedule, which we haven't had yet, having meets on this Friday and the week before. Normally we'd practice on Friday, right? So, I'm looking forward to having a full week of practice next week. And then we'll head to Richmond the week after that. I told them, after the meet when we were standing over there, let's try to be equally as tired in 2 weeks, but a little bit faster than we were today. So we'll start working towards that. But I'm excited about the season and the work that they've done so far. Practice has been really fun to watch, and we're just going to try to keep that up.
Ian, let's talk about the day, getting a chance to swim at home for the first time this season after the Potomac Relays, always the kickoff to a brand new year, and talk about the team's performance and about yourself individually here today.
Yes, sir. Well, I think we did a great job in the 2 medley relay, coming out and being able to go 1-2 in that. I think we've had a great season training thus far. I think this is a very smooth start to this season, and this is exactly what we wanted to see out of today.
Well, Jamie talked about the relay and how that opening event gets this team off to a really good start. They did it today. This team, the men's team, won 8 of its first 9 events of the afternoon. You won 2 events. Just talk about your individual performance here today with a couple of wins.
Yes, sir. So in the backstrokes, I've really been trying to work on my turns and the underwater factors of it, trying to come off that underwater in a smooth breakout into the backstroke. And I think today I was able to capitalize that, especially off the starts and into those later turns of the 200 backstroke.
How about the crowd here today? First home meet. Didn't have a real chance to swim here at home in the last couple of years with the renovations to the facility, but the crowd got into it early here today.
Yes, sir. Due to the scaffolding in previous years, we really haven't had the environment that we had today. So it was great to see fans and family come out and support us, and that helps us get to that wall first, and it really helps us push that extra level and go that extra mile.
Well, the first home meet of the season in the books here at the Aquatic and Fitness Center. Just talk about the performance for yourself here today and also for the team as a whole.
So this past week we've been working really hard, and I think the environment being here for our first home meet with the freshmen that have come in, this is their first time racing here, so the energy was really good, and we were all really encouraging, and it was definitely one that I'm really glad it happened, and yeah, it was a great time.
For you, the 50 free and the 100 butterfly, a couple of wins in 2 events here this afternoon. Just take us through the starting block through the finish.
So this meet in my head, I've tried to be more confident in my own swims, and the team environment really helped with that. We were all encouraging each other, and before the race we talked about our goals for the season, individual and team goals, and I think we all brought that with us into this meet, and we were all trying to push each other to go our fastest, but to also be positive going into this meet, knowing what we could do together after this past week, working hard, and I think it really paid off.
I know everyone's trying to build toward February for the Atlantic 10 Championships. The next meet at the Richmond Duels in the same pool. Right down I-95 where you'll have that meet in February. How important is it to perform well in that meet as you look ahead to the turn of the year and to the next calendar year?
Me personally, I take every race as it's another shot to swim. It's another step to take in reaching the goals. So I try and take every advantage that I can to, it's just one step further to where I want to be for conference. And so I personally like swimming in the pool before conference because we get to test out the blocks, do the turns, just get a good feel for the pool and not go into conference blind. So it's a fun meet there as well because you get to see a lot of teams for the first time in the season.